What's up, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of the Game of the Week show. I'm Matt, that's Dan, and that is Ash.
Hello.
I am buzzing.
Yeah.
The Arsenal game was just finished. 2-1, Super Danny Boy Welbeck got the winner. So this is going to be a good show. I'm going to be very happy. Because otherwise, if we'd lost or not even won, I would be miserable for the rest of the day. So congratulations to Arsenal. Suck it, Leicester. We are coming for you. We will win the league. I have faith. But anyway, this is I finished.
Yeah, just to remind everyone, this is not.
This is not a football show. If it was a football, I wish it was a football show, but it's not. I don't have. If we did a football show of Ash, it would be the worst thing ever. It would make this look good, but yeah, Ash, do you want to give us a quick elevator pitch on football?
11 players.
Yeah.
A ball.
Yeah.
And you got to score goals.
Yeah. Excellent. Well done.
See?
That's pretty much your knowledge.
I know my stuff.
Yeah, you do.
I know my stuff.
This show is not a football show. It's a video game show, a weekly show every Monday that the three of us do, where we get together to talk about all of the biggest news topics in the video game industry. We also then look at all the game releases for that week before each picking our favourite games of the week. So if you do like video games, we also do Let's Plays, other conversations, news, all of that jazz. It's on our website, thegamerinitiative.com. The link to that is down below. And remember, if you do like hearing our voices, or just the content we produce.
I doubt that.
If you enjoy the content we produce, don't forget to like and share us with your friends and subscribe as well. But anyway, plenty of news to get through this week, so let's jump in.
It has been a really busy week this week.
It has been. We've had all of the big publishers talking about their year ahead, their financials and all of that. So we're going to kick off with Ubisoft, or Ubisoft, depending on how you want to pronounce it. There's a right way and a wrong way. Isn't it, Dan?
I have no idea anymore.
You know what we mean.
So let's kick off with Watch Dogs 2. We haven't had any official confirmation that it was going to be a thing until now. They have confirmed that a sequel will be coming in their next financial year, which basically means sometime before 31st of March 2017. Now, that's not exactly close right now. It's still potentially 13 months away. But we talked about it very briefly when we heard the rumours about there being no AC and thinking, could that game replace AC in the kind of October window?
Yeah, there was, I think, definitely some speculation that would be the case, and I think it's a good move.
It is. Well, we have now, Ubisoft also confirmed that Assassin's Creed definitely won't be coming this year. It's taking a year off. They want that extra time to evolve their gaming mechanics and to make sure that they deliver a premium game experience. Which I think the series will benefit from a year off greatly. I think it's definitely a smart move.
They've hammered it quite hard for the last few years, haven't they? And you got to feel that things have been getting a little bit samey and stale. So I think it would be nice to just revitalise that AC franchise.
Yeah. I mean, Syndicate was a good game, wasn't it? But
yes,
basically said they're listening to feedback of... This is a decision that was made after Unity, I think, not after Syndicate.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we probably saw Syndicate sales suffered as a result of Unity, even though it's a really good game, one of the best... Well, I think it's one of the best in the franchise.
I do as well. It's like, I do think it did suffer because of the bad press beforehand. And I think the same way that Black Flag probably suffered a little bit because of what 3 was like, and it needed the good game to bring it back, and then unfortunately the good game was followed by a crap game.
Yeah. They're kind of just... It's just unfortunate, isn't it? It's like 2 in the last 4 years have kind of been a bit subpar. Yeah. So it is what it is, but hopefully come 2017 they will come back with a new game. There was the rumour that it was Egypt. We won't go into that. You can find our other show where we talk about that in a lot more detail, but more importantly, though, if it does come, would you be excited for a new Watch Dogs?
I would. I never actually finished the first one. I played loads of it, but I never actually finished it. I know that you put a lot of time into it.
Platinum?
Yeah, I didn't have that patience, but it's still a great game. It's different.
It had good ideas. It wasn't. I feel very much it's going to be hopefully like Assassin's Creed, where it was a good idea. It was decent, not amazing game. But hopefully they can take those foundations and then make a really good game this time around.
Yeah, it's almost like they went through a period of ideas, problems putting them together.
Well, it's just...
Because Unity had solid ideas, didn't pull them off.
Yeah.
Watch Dogs, same idea. It's like what it had was Like the idea for it was good. Execution, maybe not as good as people were hoping for.
I think people had their hopes too high. I think because of, and that's obviously the danger with the Division coming up as well. Like the Watch Dogs and the Division have been hyped as like these game-changing games, and they were just, well, I don't know about the Division, but Watch Dogs was just a good fun game. But it didn't do really anything new.
No.
That we've seen in like the third-person world. But that is not the only game that will be coming out in the next year for Ubisoft. They've confirmed. I'm excited for this one. South Park: The Fractured But Whole is definitely coming before March 2017. In addition to For Honor and also Ghost Recon Wildlands or Wildlands, depending which way you want to pronounce it. So, pretty busy year for Ubisoft, kicking off with The Division next month, and then all of these other titles as well. They've got Trackmania Turbo on the smaller side coming out. They had we'll get to it later, but there was the Chronicles game out this week, so plenty of stuff going on at that studio, including a new AAA IP that will also be coming. Apparently it has high potential, which is marketing spiel, because obviously you're not going to be like, it's probably going to be shit, but it'll be AAA.
I want that now. Like the next investor phone in is like, we've got this new game. Don't have high hopes for it though. Initial testing.
It's not going to be good, but we're going to give 100 million to it in the hope that people will enjoy it.
Like user feedback is, it's a bit shit.
High potential.
We know that it will have, you tell me what this means, a strong digital live service offer.
Microtransactions.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's going to be connected. I think their games are going to go similar to the, we saw it in Watch Dogs with people could invade your game at any point if you had it switched on. The Division being this kind of MMO light experience.
Yeah.
More games.
Unity
Unity
Online, I think, is what they called it.
Yeah. Unity had it, didn't they? But then they took it away for obvious reasons.
Yes.
So
I've screwed up the game.
So yeah, what kind of game, AAA IP, do you think it's going to be? Is it going to be the same as their other big ones, third-person action, or is it going to be something different? What do you reckon? Put your neck out there.
I don't think it'll be anything that's very combat heavy, because if you look at what else is out there, you've got The Division, you've got Ghost Recon, you've got For Honor. Like, those are quite combat heavy games, so I don't think it's going to necessarily be on that side of things.
Okay.
So probably more of an adventure style game. But obviously if they're taking Assassin's Creed away, you're not going to have your third person sneak around kind of game, otherwise you just put Assassin's Creed out there.
Yeah, they like their open world collectathons, though, Ubisoft, don't
Yes.
they? You've got Assassin's Creed, you've got Far Cry.
That's another one. We've also got Far Cry.
Watch Dogs had it.
So
Yeah.
I don't think you'll have something like that.
So yeah, I think basically open world experiences are the flavour of the month right now. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's some sort of open world. How it will fit into their catalogue, I have no idea. Ash, you look deep in thought.
I am. I'm thinking what it might be. I don't know.
It'll be a racing game.
I was going to say
They-
Racer. I was going to say Racer, but
They had the Crew, which didn't do quite as well as they wanted.
But it'll be a racing game, and you have to unlock every lap by paying a microtransaction.
Yeah, or like in the arcade where you have to put a coin in to continue.
Yeah.
I was thinking Racer, but not.
I think they still
I
want
don't know.
I think they want to give the Crew another chance if they were going to do racing.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
personally. I don't know.
We will wait and see.
I'm sure it will look really, really pretty when they reveal it, and then it will get slightly worse every year that they reveal it more and more. Anyway, Titanfall 2. Moving on to EA now. We know that the game is coming again in their next financial year. We reported this. I say we reported it. We read the news a couple of weeks ago. We now have confirmation that it will have that single-player campaign that everyone wants. This was confirmed by the lead writer, Jesse Stern, who was kind of giving an interview. I think you could tell that it was kind of like he wasn't really supposed to be saying all these things, but he just kind of... Because it's not really the way that you would announce it to me, And he just says this. He also talks about how, it's going to have a TV spin-off as well. Like all these big things. And it's just some bloke...
spin-off, eh?
Yeah.
A TV show based on Titanfall. But they said that they accepted the shortfalls of the first game, not having a single player campaign, not being able to tell the story of where they came from, what they did, and they want to deliver a vision of grand global colonial warfare, retelling the story of the American Revolution and the American Civil War in space. Now,
In space.
Dan, you're a historian, but I think the American Revolution and the American Civil War, I don't think they happened in space, did they?
They did not.
They did not. So I don't know how
That's what everyone thinks.
Although it would explain why Britain had problems getting more troops to America.
Is this going to be like this massive thing? America's not actually on this planet. When we, you never get, no one ever takes the boat there, you fly there. Maybe you go higher than you really think you do. Are you excited for a single campaign, Ash?
I am. We were talking off camera before about this, and when Titanfall was there, I just, initially, I think it was definitely lacking this, ability to be able to tell the story of Titanfall. It was a great first-person shooter, a lot of hype about it. There was a lot of good positive feedback on it.
Yeah.
But it was missing a little bit like Destiny. I felt
Yeah.
it was just missing that sort of wanting to grip and sort of take you in with the story. There was nothing really.
Even if there was would have
Selling
just
it.
been something brief that would have explained why the heck there are these two factions
Yeah,
fighting, kind of thing.
what exactly is going on? You just have to sort of make it up, or just think that the writer was just high when they did it. It was.
Well, I think giving them. I know I'm a big advocate for single player campaigns, but I don't remember who it was, I haven't read it down, but I read an article recently from some developer saying that the campaigns of a shooter actually take up 80% of their budget. Because, having to do all the cutscenes, writing the story, putting it all
You've got
together.
to pay actors to do
Voice acting,
and so
yeah.
on. You've got
Mocap.
script writers,
Yeah.
mocap. I can accept that. It's like takes a massive chunk that if you don't have the budget,
Whereas,
then you're not going to put it in.
exactly. Whereas a multiplayer game, you just build the level or map, and then
You pay one voice actor to do the voiceover stuff of like, we're losing section A kind of thing.
they could they could do it themselves, really, to be honest.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean, someone gets
You
paid
don't
for
need
their
to get
time.
like the last Call of Duty or the one before last. They had to get Kevin Spacey into the story. You don't need Kevin Spacey to fucking fly.
No.
You don't have to have Kevin
I
Spacey.
think we were just going.
So that's my opinion on Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey.
Oh. But yeah, and this was a new IP. Maybe they just didn't have the same amount of money given to them by EA, and they were a new studio, so they didn't have money
Yeah.
to be able to make it. Whereas now, off the back of, was it 9 million units the first one sold or something?
Yeah.
They now have this game sold well, people were interested in it. We'll now give you the extra money so you can do what you want to do.
And hire Kevin Spacey.
Well, maybe.
I've got high hopes for this. I think Titanfall 2 will be good. Definitely a game to rival some of the other first-person shooters.
I think I'm more likely to pick up this because it's got that single player thing.
Yeah.
Then I just didn't even consider Titanfall because
Because
it's just multiplayer only. It's just like there's nothing to hook me in beyond having to shoot at stuff for hours and hours.
I liked it. I played the beta when it came out. I only got the game because a friend gave me a free code for it.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to buy it. But it was good. I actually enjoyed the multiplayer. I was crap, as I am at all first-person multiplayer shooters, but
And third
and just games full stop. How's that Xbox treating you, Dan? But yeah, there is a possibility this game could actually be coming this year. This is one way to get back at Dan. So McFarlane Toys let slip that they were partnering with Titanfall in order to bring some 7-inch action figures of, I guess, Titans and whatnot. Basically, they're going to come in winter 2016 to kind of release at the same time as the video game.
Okay.
That statement was then quickly removed from their website, and EA said that they stick by their comment of fiscal year. But
they didn't want to commit.
if this game does come this year, they confirmed that Battlefield was coming this year. Does that mean Mass Effect is falling out of this year? No. I still don't think that it will. I don't know. I still agree with Dan, your comment when you said you don't release Battlefield and Titanfall close to one another. There's no point.
Yeah.
But we shall see.
Yeah, I mean,
I doubt they'd
Executives
want
make the decisions they make, and
A
sometimes
lot.
they're wrong.
A lot can happen between now and
Sometimes they're very wrong.
Let's move on to the trifecta of large publishers. Activision, also speaking about stuff this week, in probably the least surprising news announcement of all time. There will be a new Call of Duty game this year. Who'd have thought it? To continue their 3-year, 3-developer cycle, as it were. This is Infinity Ward's turn to make a game. They're obviously the ones that really kind of kicked off this Call of Duty fandom with the Modern Warfare series. The last one they did was Ghosts, which wasn't quite so well received. But yeah, we don't know anything about the new game other than it will be innovative, which is, again, another just marketing word. Of course you're going to say that.
Generic.
Generic, boring, dull. Please buy our game.
Innovative.
But yeah, no, it's kind of like a non-news thing because we already just knew that this game was coming, didn't we?
I think, you could not mention anything for the whole year. Activision could just stay quiet, but people would know that it would just be on the shelf at some point throughout the year.
What's up, guys? November. Oh, Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I would love to see. Imagine how much money they would save. I don't think they need to market a Call of Duty game. They could just be like,
No.
game's out next week. Boom,
Yeah.
trailer. Save so much money, and I think the same amount of people would still buy it.
I know, they would.
Pretty much, yeah.
They would.
Maybe 2 weeks' notice.
Maybe.
I mean, some people have to scrape their pocket money together.
But yeah,
But
you're
yeah,
right.
I mean, there it is. We do know, which is quite interesting, is that over the last couple of years, this was in 2014, Infinity Ward, obviously a lot of people left Infinity Ward to go and make Respawn, which did Titanfall, but they brought in both a game and narrative designer from Naughty Dog to work on the next Call of Duty, and then recently they hired the game director from Rise of the Tomb Raider. He left there and he's now the art director at Infinity Ward. So
So
maybe
this
these
Call
kind
of Duty is going to be a third-person action adventure.
No, but I think it does show that maybe they are really focusing on wanting to make a good campaign. You know, you don't bring in the guys from Naughty Dog to work on your first-person shooting mechanics. No disrespect to those guys. That's not what they're good at. They're good at storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm just wondering whether they like to, I don't know, maybe they're trying to do more of a sort of combo, if you like, and trying to appeal to a wider audience, maybe. But this
a wide audience than what? Oh, we've only got 22 million people buying our game.
but
Let's get more people in.
Yeah,
we don't have enough.
No,
Well, they do
exactly.
want more.
They can have more. You know, there is
Of course it is.
there's still a lot more people out there that just don't play first-person shooters. You know, maybe they're looking.
It will still be a first-person shooter. The day that Call of Duty isn't a first-person shooter is the
No,
day.
no, but to have the option of it being first-person or like a third-person sort of, like you were saying.
The-
Yeah, maybe.
I will eat your hat the day that it is not a first-person shooter.
Please don't.
You'll eat a hat?
I would take any bet that it would never be a third-person shooter.
No, I don't think it would be, but I don't
But
know.
no, I think there will be a strong emphasis on the story more so.
Yeah.
Bring in like a really good, strong. Because that will be something that will bring in more people.
That is, because you know.
People like me and you.
Yeah.
And Dan,
Yeah.
you know, we would. All three of I mean, you buy them because you sway more easily, but.
Thanks, yeah.
You do.
No, I do, yeah, I do.
I mean, how's that Battlefront going that you bought?
Oh, yeah.
How's that Metal Gear going?
Yeah,
You bought?
alright. It's still in the wrapper.
Yeah. I mean, but yeah, if it has a really good, strong campaign,
Yeah.
and I think Dan and I would probably go, okay, people are saying this is a really good story, I will pick it up just for that, because I'm not interested in the multiplayer.
Yeah. I mean, I always play the campaign. I'm sort of, midway through the Black Ops 3 at the moment campaign. And actually the zombie one, which is almost the same sort of campaign, but just in a sort of zombie.
Oh, it's actually like more than just a horde mode, is it, this time around?
Yeah, it's sort of like campaign, but
Huh, interesting.
it's good.
I do like zombies. Quantum Break,
Yeah.
number 4. It's coming very soon, April 5th, to Xbox One. But Xbox fans are losing their shit. They are not happy. Why is it? Is it because it's been delayed out of April? No. Is it because it's going to cost more? No. Is there going to be microtransactions? Maybe, but we don't know about that. No, it's because the game is also coming to PC. Yep. The game is now available for more people to play, and Xbox fans are not happy. I don't know why. I can't comprehend why you'd be angry at this decision,
It's weird.
but they are.
It's weird.
It makes absolutely no sense.
If there's anyone out there that was angry at this news and is watching this show, you can turn off now and unsubscribe. I don't want you people watching our stuff. Like, be happy.
It's weird.
Like, the more people that have access to the game increases the chance of more sales. The more sales they make, the more money the game studio makes. The more money they make, the better their future game can potentially be.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
That is exactly the nail on the head.
So yeah, there we go. That's my rant over.
End of.
Phil Spencer did also say though that cross-buy, cross-save is a feature that they do want to bring to more of their games, which I think is again a good thing. As long as it doesn't become, because you hear about sometimes these games that come onto PC and they're poor and they're a bit crap. I don't want the game quality to suffer on the Xbox because they're busy trying to focus on.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the only area you can see why people are getting annoyed by. But as long as the Xbox game is still the first priority and it's just coming to PC as well, and it doesn't take away from the ability of the Xbox game, then I have no problem with it.
I
You
doubt
really-
there would be much.
Yeah.
I doubt it would be difficult to sort of move, across. I'm sure they're built on the
Batman would
same.
respectfully disagree.
Yeah.
Did you not hear about the PC
Yeah,
game?
okay, yeah, good point. But you'd like to think that with Microsoft, it would be.
If anyone knows how to make a game work with Windows, you think it could be
You would think so.
the people that, well, maybe not them directly,
No.
but they could understand the programming.
They should know the right people.
Yeah.
But like, being able to have like cross-buy and so on and cross-save also adds to the portability of Microsoft games. Because
exactly.
if you've got a gaming laptop, that's a lot easier to transport around with you than your Xbox One.
Exactly.
So like, you just slide, because obviously you can use your controllers with PC.
Yep.
So you just take that with you, and you can continue playing in a hell of a lot less space than this.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
big
Really,
old box.
really good point. Really good point. Hitting the second nail on the head.
I mean, I know you're obviously not going to take your full spec desktop gaming PC, but your laptops you can.
Yeah,
take
you can get laptops now are pretty powerful and they're more than capable of playing the latest games at high, maybe not ultra 4K, but you can still play high 1080.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's one of the reasons why I'm thinking about going to Windows on my next laptop, is because the streaming feature, not even the so I can carry on playing my Xbox games when I go to bed. £1,000 on a laptop just so I can do that. But yeah, one more thing as well that was good news out of this was that the Xbox One version of Quantum Break will also be coming with a digital code to download Remedy's last game, which was Alan Wake, which is a very good game. I never actually played it, but I heard nothing but good things.
I've read there was another game coming with it as well, another 360 game, and I can't remember what it was.
On
It was
Xbox One?
Yeah, it was two games you were getting.
I didn't see that.
I'm sure.
Was it was it Max Payne?
No, I honestly can't remember what it was, but it was to do with, because it was a video I was watching, and it was to do with this whole story, and they mentioned it was two things that were coming. You were getting with it because of the backwards compatibility. So it was two Xbox 360 games, Alan Wake being one of them, and so on. So you're able to play them on the Xbox One because of backwards compatibility. And I can't remember for the life of me what the heck the title was.
Oh, that's weird. I definitely didn't read that.
If we find it, we'll stick it in the comments.
We will. So we'll go into the last item of the day, and this is regarding Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Amazon, known for,
Everything.
everything. They sell everything. A couple of years ago, they entered into the gaming space by forming Amazon Game Studios.
Mm-hmm.
Still waiting for a proper game from them. I think they've done a couple of mobile games, but nothing to really shout home about. But this week, or last week actually, they released their own game engine called Lumberyard. It's available in beta right now. It's a 3D cross-platform game engine that apparently can deliver highest quality games featuring beautiful worlds, realistic characters, and stunning real-time effects. So I thought it was kind of quite a strange announcement. For
It's also free
it is free
to
use, but they'll steal money from you on the back end.
Yeah.
Not steal, but you have to give them money.
Steal.
But yeah, so I just thought this was just a kind of token add-on to the news this week. It's interesting to see such a big.
We haven't got any visuals or anything on this yet.
There's a couple of screenshots that look quite good. Must be said. There was a video that they released like a developer diary
Yeah.
where they're like showing little
Oh
things.
yeah, okay.
There's not. Then there was also I can't remember the video. You'll see it overlaying, but there was a studio that they were working with that had been working with this game engine, and they were building their game that's coming out this year
For
in
this,
that in that engine.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I don't expect it to become the new Unreal because that's pretty much probably the benchmark. But yeah, it's always interesting when you see a company with as much money as Amazon deciding to enter into the video game business.
Yeah.
It's only going to benefit gamers in the long run.
I think so. It will. I don't know. Just my initial thoughts are, do they realise just how much time, money, and effort they've got to throw at this to make it really worthwhile?
Well, they've already done it, haven't they? If it's in
Yeah.
beta.
No, I know, but to really sort of get a good audience, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the idea is it's allowing people who want to have a go, because it's free to download and stuff like that. So people who want to sit and try and make their own games, it's giving them a platform to go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
And Amazon have always been one to try and push the indie
indie
user.
yeah.
Like
Yeah,
their
no,
whole
true.
their whole
I-
Kindle side of things. Like they were pushing authors. Like they basically just said, if you can put it together, put it on.
Yeah.
And if people like it, they'll buy it, kind of thing. And I think that's pretty much how they're going with this as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think Dan's completely right. The indie space is growing, it's getting bigger and bigger, and as we go towards these digital platforms, like Steam and then PSN and Xbox Store to an extent, it's so easy for a small studio to now get a game out to the public. They don't have to worry about paying a big company all this money to mass produce the discs. They can just upload it onto a server.
Yeah.
And the good thing about this is it's not just designed for someone to create a PC game. So it's actually got the tools in it that you can work on a game designed for the Xbox One or the PS4.
Oh wow.
So
That's the benefit. That's
so
really
that's another thing.
Yeah,
as well.
that's
So
quite nice.
you can look at whatever platform you want to be trying to work on.
It's interesting. It's definitely something that we'll watch to see. Will it take off kind of the same way that their game studio did, which is not very well at all, or will it actually become a big player?
Well, this could all be part of it. Like, here's our own game engine. We're going to use our own game engine to make our own games.
Yeah.
This is what our game studio is now going to use.
I just can't imagine. Like, can you imagine Amazon being like another EA? It's crazy to think. Like, I mean, if you have another studio that big, then all it does basically mean is it just enhances the number of games that are going to be available to us.
Yeah.
Like, big budget, but
Yeah.
Do you think the next step for
They've got
them
the
is
money,
they'll bring
so-
out their own console?
who knows? Well, they
yeah.
obviously own Twitch, and the big thing about this is it's got integrated Twitch support in the game engine as
Okay.
well.
Yeah.
So they're obviously really focusing on streaming and esports is obviously the big thing right now.
Making use of their resources.
It is actually something that, having read it, I'm almost tempted to download and just take a look. I don't think
See
I'll
how easy it is to make a video game.
Well,
Coming soon, TGI's Chicken Run.
I honestly don't think I'll be any good, but just to actually have a look at it and see how it all fits together.
It's free to download.
Just more because I'm curious of how it all sits and
Yeah.
like how much do you actually have to put in to get just the most basics of things going, compared to obviously a completely in-depth open world like hundreds and hundreds of NPC kind of things.
Yeah. No, it's interesting. It's very interesting, and hopefully it will benefit developers, which in turn will benefit us, the games. The more game engines that are easily available, the less, in theory, kind of broken engine games we'll have.
Yeah.
So it's only good.
And that's another thing why I think it's free, is because it's going to use crowdsourcing or whatever to actually find its bugs, so that it's developers who are actually going to use it, like to produce top-end games.
Yeah, there's
Like
enough.
studios
There's enough people out there.
aren't going to have to be worrying about finding the bugs. The people will do that for Amazon.
Yeah.
And it will get fixed that way.
All win. Whenever Amazon puts their money into something, 9 times out of 10, it becomes a global phenomenon. So watch this space.
We'll see.
We will move on to the games for this week. There's a lot to go through. We're not going to speak in depth about every game. We'll talk about a couple and then gloss over the rest. But we'll kick off with Firewatch this week on PS4 and PC. There is a Let's Play of this game on our channel right now. That's the most important thing you need to know about it. So go over there and watch that. If I seem quite tired, it's because it was 2 in the morning and like my third attempt at trying to record it. But that's a story for another day. What do you think of the game, guys? We've all played it to different levels.
We've all played it or playing it. I really enjoy it. But the thing that really stands out for me is the script, is the
Dialogue, the quirkiness.
the dialogue between the two sort of main characters. Yeah.
So very, very quick elevator pitch, just in case anyone hasn't heard of Firewatch. You're basically a mid-40s guy who was from Colorado. His wife got severe dementia, so he ran away to the Wyoming forest just to get away from it. And he becomes a Firewatch tower man. And it's about just him exploring the forest and conversing with his fellow Watchtower buddy.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Yeah.
But it's all about
And
spoiler
events
free.
unfold.
and
from
events
there.
unfold, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You like it, Dan?
I did. I completed it. Like for the most part, I thought it was good. It was a bit shorter than I was, I guess, initially expecting.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things that because I just followed it very linearly, I don't know whether me just wandering off on my own in chunks would have extended the game in terms of I might have come across something else that
Yeah.
I just didn't actually touch
Yeah.
in the game, or whether me wandering off would have altered how the game went. For all I know, it could have sped things up.
Mm.
Yeah, I think basically, from what I'm hearing, it's somewhere between 3 and 6 hours, depending how you play it.
Hmm.
I've played it, I've finished it once. I think I'm going to play it again a different way, because I wasn't very happy with my ending. So I'm going to see if I can get a better ending, if there is even a better ending.
That's the thing.
But
'cause
like for
there's-
3 hours, it's like I can play it with Sarah because she wasn't around, so and maybe she'll enjoy the story, and maybe it'll be better.
There are dialogue choices, but I honestly don't know how much it really affects
I don't know
the
either.
ending completely.
Yeah.
So along with this very beautiful game is another one called Unravel. Not quite so indie. This is coming from EA. Everyone remembers the guy who was on the EA stage with Yanni at E3 with his hands all shaking, very, very nervous. Everyone fell in love with him and Yanni straight away.
Mm.
The game's here now. There will be a Let's Play up on our channel tomorrow for that one. Very beautiful game. It's basically just a platformer at heart.
Yeah.
What I'm hearing, the platforming is average to good, but not great. But the story and the love, you love Yanni and the character and everything.
Yeah, it's a cute little character, isn't it? I think, again, this is another game I'll probably be downloading again this week. I want to play Firewatch first and, Unravel. When we saw it announced, I think we all sort of said, it looks really good, and it does look a great game.
Even if it's not the best game from gameplay, you still kind of want to support them because you just feel like you love the kind of sincerity. Apparently, like when the game starts up, there is there's like a message, kind of like in the box where we got CD Projekt Red from The Witcher. There's like a message that pops up on the screen. It's like, thank you so much for like buying our game and stuff, and this is all the journey, blah 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 blah. But like it's like really nice when like developers do stuff like that.
Yeah, I think it is.
Like
clearly, the passion is there.
Yeah.
And people have put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this game.
And it's never lost on them that people are spending. It was their lives, but it's not still lost on them that people are spending their hard-earned, or in Ash's case, earned money to purchase it.
The knife.
Twist. Dying Light, the following, is out this week. PS4, Xbox One, PC. This is more of an expansion than a new game. The original Dying Light came out in January last year. January last year.
I know we had
Last
loads
year,
of delays,
yeah.
but
It was January. I'm sure it was January because that was the whole point. It was an early release game and it sold really well.
Yeah.
So, but from what I'm hearing is, there's gameplay improvements, like graphical enhancements, and the world is actually just as big, if not bigger, than the original game. So it's kind of like the Taken King-esque, as in like it's enough to be. It's not just a 5-hour little DLC thing. It's a proper full-on expansion.
I mean,
Dying Light 1.5.
This appeals to me more than the original release of the game.
Yeah,
If I'm honest, yeah, it does. Yeah.
you gonna get it
No,
then? But it appeals more.
I'm putting my foot down.
Did you ever play Dying Light, Dan? Or
I did not know because I think at the time it was just another one of those.
There's
It's a
Another zombie.
apocalyptic kind of
Yeah.
game. Yay!
We've never seen those before.
Because I think its only real differential hook was like the whole parkouring system at the time.
Yeah, that was cool, but
It wasn't enough to like be like zombies.
Yeah.
Move on.
I played it for like 5 hours and it was fine. But I wish I'd liked it, but I just couldn't get into it. We've got Gone Home, PS4 and Xbox One finally here. It was supposed to come out nearly a month ago now, at the same time when it came to the US, and then it hit certification problems for some reason. They never said what it was. It's not like a super violent game, so I think we talked about it, didn't we, at the time?
Yeah.
Don't understand why it did, but the important thing is it's now here. It's about a girl who's returned home to her family home after a year away, and everyone's disappeared. It's just about the story of kind of what's gone on at the house. Set in the 90s, so if you grew up in the 90s, there'll be a lot of nostalgia moments for you to enjoy.
Yay!
Which is what I'm looking forward to. Short game. It is a short game, about an hour and a half, or less if you speed run it. But yeah, definitely won. It won Game of the Year awards for a reason. So there we go. Then we have Assassin's Creed Chronicles Russia, the third and final Chronicles of the series. This one coming PS4, Xbox One, PC. They're also releasing the Chronicles Trilogy version as well today, which is also available at retail for people like Ash who like their discs.
Oh, yes.
And then it also has now come to, I assume it's now, it was supposed to come on the Vita when all three are out, so I assume the Vita one's out now. I didn't actually look at that, but... Gonna play any of these, Dan, now that all three are here? Or
I still don't think so, because it's not the Assassin's Creed games that I enjoyed. It's more of your side-scrolling platform game.
yeah.
And so on. They look okay, but it's not the same kind of game. It's just something where they've clearly just tapped on the Assassin's Creed name to it.
Yeah, that was always my view as well, I think.
Yeah. I mean,
I think as a Vita game, though, it would
Potentially.
look alright.
Yeah,
But
I
as
think
a full
yeah, a
console
full
game.
Mm.
The aesthetic always kind of appealed to me, but you look at the reviews have not been great. If this was getting 9s across the board, I would be more intrigued. I owned the first one, I think it was China. I bought it when it was like on sale for like £3 or something,
Yeah.
but I still haven't played it.
Mm.
I hate PSN flash sales. Like, oh, cheap, buy.
And the problem is, it's probably
I'll squeeze
something
it
you're
in
never
somewhere.
actually gonna play
Yeah.
as well.
I will play at some point to make my money worth. We've got a load of games here that I'm not gonna. You guys, you stop me if there's any here that you want to talk about.
I think
but
You're probably not gonna get stuck, don't worry.
In Space We Brawl on the Xbox One, twin stick shooter, came out for PlayStation before. We got Factotum 90 for Xbox One, which is a puzzle game. Looks like you've got some sort of cube in a factory. D-Generation HD Xbox One. This is a puzzle platformer where a kid turns into a... No, it's not. That's not it.
No.
D-Generation is another puzzle game.
Yeah.
Then we've got Adventures of Pip, which is the puzzle platformer where you're a little kid that can turn into a cube. That's PS4, Xbox One. Level 22 on PS4 and Vita. We saw it on Xbox last week. This is the one I'll give a shout out to of all the games with money through here. It looked quite fun. It's about a guy who's basically been late for work and can't afford to be late again, so he now has to stealthily climb the 22 floors in the building to get to his desk.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a great game on the Vita.
It would.
Actually.
It would. It's a nice, quirky little game.
Then we've got Total Jigsaw on the PS4.
Oh,
which
what's that, Matt?
It's where you build puzzles. Literally, you make jigsaws.
It's a puzzle game.
It is the original puzzle game.
The puzzle of puzzles.
Yeah, it is literally you build jigsaws. If you want to do that on your PS4, then go ahead. Mega Dimension Neptunia 7, PS4, very popular franchise, Japanese battle RPG game. If people like these games, then get them. Lovers in a Dangerous Space Time, PS4. We saw it on Xbox One before. It's kind of like a co-op space shooter game.
Yeah.
We're Doomed on PS4, another kind of twin stick shooter in space. And then, closing out the games, we can speak a little bit about this one. GTA, the trilogy on PS4. These are the PS2 classics of Vice City, San Andreas, and 3. Finally coming out as a collection, so you can save money. I think they're like £11 each, or 26 as the trilogy.
Yeah.
So, do either of you have any interest in playing these games again? I think we talked about it briefly when they first came out individually. Would this be a trilogy you buy, or is it just like, I like the idea of it, but I feel I'll never play it, so I won't buy it?
I feel
The latter.
that, yeah, it's like I've already played the games. I don't feel like I have to play them again.
Yeah.
And I kind of don't want to ruin the nostalgia feeling of like just, that was a good game, because looking back at it now,
You've played 4, you've played 5.
That's its time.
not going to run as well as you
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah, it's not going to rival the GTAs of nowadays. Whereas at the time, it was it was defining for its time. It was in the moment, it was a great game.
But it's like if you look
Keep
at
it that way.
if you look at 5 and then go back to 4,
Yeah, even that.
You see how bad 4 actually is by
Oh, I know.
comparison.
Yeah.
It's like just
Yeah.
how the figures look. The driving in 4 is possibly some of the worst driving in a game ever.
Yeah.
You can't go fast because you will crash.
You can't brake and turn.
But yeah. No, I mean, like, 3, you can never emphasize how important 3 was to the video game
Oh,
industry.
absolutely.
Like, you would not have any or half of these open world sandbox action third person games if it wasn't for GTA 3.
It basically proved it can be done.
Yeah. They
From that
set
point
it.
on.
Great games. I already own Vice City. I probably won't buy the other 2 because Vice City is just so much superior to 3. And San Andreas I just found to be... It was fine, everyone loved it, but it was... I just found it was too big.
It
Like,
was too much.
it was too much. And like, we now have GTA 5, which is basically just San Andreas, but
Nice.
in HD and more refined.
I felt like there was too much in the sense of you got to always go back and eat, you got to go and rest, you got to go and work out, it's like there was too much actual life management
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
for
yeah.
a video game.
GTA meets The Sims. Yeah.
Yeah.
My dude was fucking ripped though. I'd spend ages on the bike, which is kind of ironic because I would never go near an exercise bike in real life.
You mean you didn't just put like the insta ripped cheat?
No, I didn't.
No.
Because I think there was a reason. There was a reason why you couldn't cheat or something. I think you couldn't save. I think saving was disabled. I think that was the first time they brought it in. I might be
Oh,
wrong.
maybe. Okay.
But anyway,
I don't remember.
what is everyone's game of the week? A lot to choose from this week.
This is the hardest week we've had for quite a while.
Dan's allowed to pick 2 because he didn't pick 1 last week.
Oh,
So-
come on.
No, you made me pick one.
Yeah, I did make you pick 1. But yeah, right. I'm gonna go first, and I'm gonna go with Gone Home. Firewatch, really good game from what I've enjoyed. But Gone Home is a game that I think out of all of them, anyone and everyone should play because it's just a nice little experience, and it's a game like Gone Home. I would be very surprised if it was not help inspire the people that made Firewatch.
Yeah.
So it's an old game. It's not a new game. Obviously, 2012 it came out on PC, but yeah. Plus, I have a feeling that one of you will pick Firewatch, so that's why I went Gone Home.
Yes.
Who wants to go?
I'm gonna surprise you. I think I'm gonna go with Dying Light.
Yeah.
The following. I just think, yeah. I mean, I really do want to play some of this. I can't go and buy another game because I've just got so many. But I wouldn't mind.
I could lend you the original Dying Light if you want
Yeah.
to play it.
Yeah.
If you don't want to buy it, did you get it? No.
No, I was there. I did sort of get it. Yeah.
Dan.
Yeah, I am going to go with Firewatch. It's
Okay.
like it's a good story game. It's another one of those experiences. You're not going to get hours and hours and hours out of it, but it's a nice one where it's nothing too crazy is happening the whole time, so you can spend your time just walking around enjoying the fact that you are in a very good looking game.
Yeah.
Oh, it is really good.
It does look good, and yeah, you're right. The pace of it is nice. There's no pressure on you to sort of really like. You can just relax playing it. You can just take your time. It's a nice
Even
pace.
at the end, when events ramp up a bit, like right at the end, I could still walk around and do what I like. It's not like if you're not here in 2 minutes, the game's going to fail.
Yeah,
kind
it
of
is.
thing.
It was always
So-
at your own leisure.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Good. All good games.
Some very
You
good
play
games
any
out
of
this
those
week.
games this week?
Yeah, yeah.
November.
No,
February is well and truly off. November will be a good month as well. I'm calling it now.
Yeah, November will be. Yeah, it'll be great.
It feels like November.
Yeah.
So there we go. That's it for this week. Bit of a long episode. A lot of stuff to get through. So do let us know in the comments if you're excited for a new Watch Dogs, what you might think the new AAA will be. How excited are you for the Fractured Butthole? What kind of game do you think the new Call of Duty will be? Is it going to be another modern warfare type game? Will it be World War, Vietnam, Gulf War, whatever? And which games did you enjoy this week? Let us know all of that in the comments below. I don't know why I say this because no one ever speaks to us because we don't really have anyone watching us. And if they do watch us, they don't get this long into the video.
No, they don't. That's true.
But
Maybe we
it's,
should keep dropping it in
it's
throughout
part of
every
my-
topic. It's just like comments below, please.
it's part of my script ending. But yeah, for now, Dan and Ash,
Cheers, guys.
Thanks, guys.
thank you as always.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day to you. My one love.
Okay, we'll end there.
Bye everyone, thanks for watching.